He is unwrapping a steel tiffin at work. The smell hits the floor before the lid opens. He is arguing with his mother on speakerphone. The argument is in Hindi and sounds furious. It is actually about whether he ate breakfast. You have never seen a man this calm. He catches you staring from across the break room. He does the head wobble that means hello. You did not know a head could do that. He offers you a roti before his name. His name is Arjun, and the roti is warm. You eat it standing up because he insists on it. He calls his mother back to report the news. A girl ate her food today at his office. You hear girl in English in the middle. His mother wants your full name before you finish chewing. He writes it down on a napkin like a receipt. That napkin goes directly to an astrologer that afternoon. The astrologer approves your birth chart within the week. You did not know your birth chart was on trial. He texts you that evening at 9:47 p.m. sharp. The text just says, "Have you eaten?" Not hi, not hello. "Have you eaten?" You say yes out of pure reflex. He sends a photo of his dinner anyway. It is rajma chawal, and it looks incredible. You ask what rajma is exactly. He sends you a 4-minute voice note in reply. The voice note is somehow about kidney beans and his grandmother. The first date is at a dosa place he has vetted. He has read 3 Google reviews before picking it. He orders for both of you without asking permission. He tells the waiter your dosa should be less spicy. You object on principle and regret it in 2 bites. He slides his lassi across the table without breaking eye contact. You drink the whole thing in one go. He is delighted in a way that feels dangerous. He pays the bill with the efficiency of a man who decided at minute 4. He calls his mother on the way home from dinner. He puts her on speaker because hiding her is not an option. She asks if you are vegetarian through the speaker. He lies smoothly on your behalf in 2 languages. You will eat vegetarian for 6 years without realizing when it started. You discover at month 3 that he does not drink alcohol. You never actually saw him decline a single drink. He just never ordered one, and you never noticed the pattern. He lives alone, but his apartment is never empty. There's a photo of his parents on every available surface. There's a small shrine in the corner with fresh marigolds. There's a pressure cooker on the stove that has never been put away. He makes you chai at 11 p.m. on a Thursday. Chai, you will learn, is not a time of day thing. The chai has cardamom, ginger, and the exact sugar his mother prescribed years ago. You ask for a second cup without thinking. He says, of course, like a door opening. His younger brother, Rohan, arrives uninvited 3 weeks in. Rohan is taller, louder, and already has opinions about your shoes. Rohan watches cricket at a volume that violates your lease agreement. Rohan also hugs you goodbye like he has known you a decade. You learn Rohan approved within the first 11 minutes of meeting. You learn this because his mother calls to tell you so. His mother has your phone number now. You do not remember ever giving it to her. She calls the next day to ask about your parents. She calls a 3rd time about your sleep schedule. He says just come na about meeting his family. You say yes because just come NA has gravitational pull. The drive to New Jersey takes 4 full hours. He practices how to introduce you for 3 of them. He tells you to touch his parents' feet at the door. You say absolutely not through the car window. You touch his parents' feet within 30 seconds of arrival. His father places a hand on your head and blesses you. He blesses you in a language you do not speak. You feel it anyway, somewhere behind your ribs. 4 aunties emerge from a kitchen that had 2 aunties in it a minute ago. They examine your face, your hair, your posture, your left hand. One of them approves out loud in Punjabi. The others nod without committing to anything publicly. His mother has cooked for 17 people, and there are 5 of you. There are 8 dishes on the table and 9 more in the kitchen. She asks if you want more rice before you have eaten any rice. She watches you eat like a general watching a battlefield. She is pleased when you sweat from the green chili. She is more pleased when you ask for water. She is most pleased when you ask for the recipe. You ask for the recipe. She does not give you the recipe itself. She gives you a jar of the spice mix instead. The jar is unlabeled and slightly warm from the pantry. It will become the most valuable thing in your whole kitchen. She refills the jar every visit without ever mentioning it. His best friend Vikram shows up at dinner without being mentioned once. Vikram has known him since 2nd standard and announces this loudly. Vikram asks you 3 questions in rapid succession at the table: your job, your salary, your full 5-year plan. His mother pretends to scold Vikram and does not actually stop him. You answer all 3 and pass a test you did not know was happening. Vikram hugs you and says, "Welcome to the family," before anyone else has. He and Vikram speak a private language of half Hindi insults. You stop asking what they are laughing about by month 5. You start keeping chawals by the front door of your own apartment. You stop wearing shoes inside without ever being asked to stop. You learn to say namaste to his father on video calls. You learn that "I'll do it just now" means sometime this week. You learn that 2 minutes actually means 20. You learn that "come for dinner" means come for the weekend. You rearrange your week around a Sunday family call that was never scheduled. You stock Parle G biscuits even though you do not drink chai. You memorize the difference between jeera and samph because he asks without looking. You start adding turmeric to things that never needed it before. He proposes on a Tuesday while you are cutting onions. He does not kneel because his mother is on FaceTime. She is propped against the fruit bowl on the counter. She technically asks the question through the speaker in Hindi. He translates her words on a 1-second delay. You say yes to both of them at once. His father cries silently in the corner of the frame. Rohan screams from somewhere off camera in the background. The ring was chosen by his mother back in 2019. It has been waiting in her safe ever since. She mailed it to him the morning of the proposal with tracking. The wedding is not really a wedding. The wedding is a 4-day event with a guest list you audited twice. The final count is 640 people. You personally know 11 of them at most. His mother arranges everything and asks your opinion on nothing important. You are told what to wear by a WhatsApp voice note from his aunt. The voice note runs 9 minutes long with 0 English words. He translates it while driving one-handed on the highway. The lehenga has 37 pounds of embroidery. You cannot sit down comfortably in it at all. The Sangeet night is a choreographed performance staged by his cousins. They have rehearsed for 2 months without ever telling him. Rohan leads the opening number in a sequined kurta. Vikram performs a solo that involves props you did not consent to. You are pulled on stage in the final song. You are taught the steps in real time under stage lights. His mother films the whole thing vertically from the front row. You dance badly, and everyone cheers like you dance beautifully. The Mendi takes 7 hours from start to finish. Your hands are painted from fingertip to elbow in patterns you cannot decode. His name is hidden somewhere in the design. He has to find it on the wedding night itself. His mother tells you this and winks for the first time ever. You are fed laddu by 18 different aunties throughout the evening. You lose count of which ones are actually related to him. The haldi ceremony covers you in turmeric paste that stains for a week. Rohan applies it to your face with visible glee. Vikram applies it to his face with even more glee. His mother applies it last and blesses you in that same language. You cry a little and no one points it out. He arrives on a white horse because of course he does. He is wearing a sherwani that cost more than your used car. The Bharat dances for 45 minutes to cross 50 feet of pavement. His uncles are doing something with their shoulders that defies physics. You will try to replicate that shoulder move for years. You watch from a window and do not recognize the feeling in your chest. The 7 Farahs happen around a fire at 11 p.m. sharp. The Muhurat said so, and the Muhurat does not negotiate. The priest chants in Sanskrit at a tempo you cannot follow. You repeat sounds you do not understand word for word. He squeezes your hand at the 4th round when you get overwhelmed. His mother is openly crying now. His father is also openly crying. Rohan is filming vertically, and you will forgive him eventually. His cousins steal his shoes during the ceremony and demand a ransom. The negotiation takes 20 full minutes on the venue floor. It ends at $450 American cash. He pays with the face of a man who expected this since childhood. The shoes come back safely in a silk pouch. Everyone claps like a contract has just been signed. You move into an apartment his mother has already stocked with groceries. There is atta, dal, and 6 kinds of lentils you cannot distinguish yet. There is a pressure cooker on your new stove that will never be put away. There is a small shrine in the corner. Fresh marigolds appear on it every Tuesday morning without explanation. You do not ask how they keep arriving. He calls his mother every single morning at 7:15 a.m. sharp. You can set your alarm by her ringtone alone. You start saying Namaste Mummy Ji from bed without opening your eyes. She always asks if you have eaten that morning. You always lie and say yes through a yawn. She always knows you are lying and sends Rohan over with food. Rohan lets himself in with a key nobody remembers giving him. He leaves containers in your fridge and opinions on your furniture. You learn to make chai exactly the way he likes it. Cardamom crushed, never powdered, ginger grated fresh. Never sliced in rounds. Milk added the exact moment the water turns old penny color. He watches you make it one morning and says nothing for a long time. Then he says, just like Mummy, quietly into his cup. You understand that is the highest compliment available in his language. You learn to fold his kurtas without ever being taught how. You learn which jar on the shelf is his mother's refill. You learn to answer the landline when his grandmother calls at 4 a.m. You learn enough Hindi to fake the rest at family dinners. You catch yourself doing the head wobble at a coworker one afternoon. You do not correct it. It is a Tuesday morning at the break room table in your new office. You are unwrapping a steel tiffin at your desk. The smell hits the floor before the lid is fully off. Three coworkers look up from their sad sandwiches across the room. Your phone is ringing on speaker, and it is his mother again. She's asking if you have eaten yet this morning. You say yes, and this time it is true. He texts you from his own office at the exact same moment. The text says, "Have you eaten?" You look down at the tiffin he packed for you before sunrise. There is rajma chawal inside, and it is still warm somehow. You eat it standing up because he would insist on it.